Today, Square keeps remaking the wrong Final Fantasy games. Or do they? This is CheckPoint. Welcome to CheckPoint, where you're not seeing double, we just have 2 Blazers this week. It greatly increases our production budget, but we feel it's worthwhile.
I'm professional. Ever think to yourself, wow, the enormous virtual structure I slaved for hours to create in Minecraft looks amazing, but you know what would make it better? If it was displayed on my coffee table, gathering dust and upsetting my girlfriend. Well, a new open source program called Mineways lets you do just that, allowing users to take a portion of any Minecraft map and convert it into a file that can be read by a 3D printer. So now the sky's the limit. Full color, true to scale Minecraft models everywhere. On the mantelpiece, in the basement, or even for the romantic type, in the shed, gathering spiders.
Atari, such as it is at this point, has realized why it bought that name and is rising up to lay out reams of copyright infringement lawsuits against any iOS or Android mobile game it feels is similar enough to an old Atari property to warrant confusion. The problem is that Atari, the real old Atari, was gaming Genesis. Trace far enough back and everything is fair game. A case could be made that EVE Online is just a really nice, full-featured ripoff of Asteroids.
BioWare revealed this week that it employs the loneliest man in the world, the one employee out of its hundreds whose single, soul-crushing job is to scout new mobile development opportunities, even though the company's co-founder, Greg Zechuk, has said BioWare is really only interested in using mobile as a testing ground. I wonder how that guy feels when he looks up from his desk, undoubtedly crammed into a disk-used supply cupboard, and thinks, wow, if I really knock this project out of the park, they might put it in a game they actually care about.
Well, you may not be able to carry a gun, but you can still emulate most of the gangster lifestyle with your Xbox Live avatar, right down to the ill-advised tattoos. The Xbox Live Marketplace now includes virtual tattoos, but you can't mix and match the lifestyle accessories with other clothing items, just the plain white and black shirts they come with. Which means you're actually paying real money for a shirt with illusion netting tattoo sleeves, which, as we all know, are what figure skaters wear when they want to look tough.
Square has announced a ground-up HD remake of Final Fantasy X for the PS3 and PlayStation Vita, bringing up the question, why 10? Graham has some thoughts, and for that he's gonna go on point.
Okay, quick rundown. Square has released or remade Final Fantasy 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, so we thought they were just moving through chronologically. But now they've jumped ahead and are remaking 10 from the ground up in HD, thereby skipping 6, 8, 9, and the one everyone's been clamoring for since 2004, Final Fantasy VII. This made me think, maybe Final Fantasy VII didn't actually sell well. Like, I loved it, but I played it at my friend's house. Did we all play it at our friend's house? Did it not actually sell? I mean, sure, it was a PS1 greatest hits title, but so was the Dukes of Hazzard Racing for home, so maybe that doesn't mean anything. Then I got thinking, maybe it's more than that. Maybe Final Fantasy VII sucks. I mean, look at this. What are these character designs? There were graphic limitations, sure, but why the barbell arms? That's just stupid. And then there was this irritating RTS sequence that you had to do to advance the game. The final boss had one wing for no reason other than to look weird. He'd fly around in circles. To get the best spells in the game, you had to spend hours making chocobos fuck. You can't tell me that that is better than Blitzball. Heck, at least Triple Triad was a game. Oh, and it's so sad when Cloud starts losing his mind, except he never had any character to begin with. He was a completely bland, boring lump of a girly man, and you know what? So was Eris. I never used her in my party, and I didn't care when she died because it was contrived and pointless. The more I think about it, the more I'm astonished that this frankly mediocre game has spawned the merchandising empire it has just because it was the first big JRPG that most North Americans of a certain age played. Remember when Dragon Ball Z and Sailor Moon were the best animes ever? Yeah, that's why they won't remake it. They know we'll realize what's wrong. So in conclusion, get bent, Final Fantasy VII. I now truly don't care if you never get remade. Consider this story closed.
Thank you, Graham. You know, I bet I know what's going through the head of a Square Enix executive at this very moment. They're like, we've done Final Fantasy 1, we've also remade 2, and 3, and 4. Maybe we should just go on to 10. I mean, we have plenty of other Final Fantasy games, so let's leave that 7 for now. Coming up, what do you get when you cross 3 former gaming site editors-in-chief? Well, we're not sure, but I would watch that reality show. So sexy.